Hello and welcome to a fresh new episode of Science Monitor, our weekly update on all that is happening in the field of science and technology in and around the country. Well, from a telescope on moon to new cure for Parkinson's and the black sun feet, we have many exciting stories in store for you today. But let us begin with the headlines. New windows to space, ISRO to set up telescope on moon. Cii Innovation Awards declared. A new hope for Parkinson's. Thousands witnessed the black sun feet at Wendon. And in our In Focus segment today, we will discuss about science of photonics and how it impacts our day-to-day life. And now news in detail. ISRO aims to peep into space from all the angles. Yes, after the successful AstroSat mission, ISRO is gearing up to set up a telescope on the moon. Far away from the atmospheric disturbances, the telescope might open new windows into the universe. Well, the news was made public by ISRO chairman, who recently delivered the second Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Memorial Lecture at IIT Madras.
With AstroSat, country's first astronomical satellite with 2 telescopes in place, ISRO aims higher. The next, ISRO would be watching the universe through a lunar telescope. Yes, ISRO has taken up discussions with an international body regarding setting up of a telescope on moon.
The 2 telescopes, whatever these telescopes we have done, now we are looking at what should be our next AstroSat follow-on mission. And also there is some discussion on whether with an international body, this discussion is in progress, whether we can set up a telescope on moon. See, for example, today in Hanley, there is a remote telescope operation where the actual operation is done from Bangalore with very minimal support from that place. Same way, if you can set up something on moon, then you have got no atmosphere there and there are no atmospheric effects, and you have a lot of advantages in that. So these are under discussion. Maybe in some time in future, we will come up with what kind of scientific observation capability we will build for ourselves.
The announcement was made by ISRO Chairman A.S. Kiran Kumar. He was delivering the second Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Memorial Lecture at IIT Madras on 14th October. Director of IIT Madras also participated in the program. The extramural lecture in memory of the much-beloved scientist President Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam aims to promote scientific curiosity among young students and provides them an opportunity to interact with some of the leading researchers of the country. ISRO chairman outlined the advantages of the telescope planned on moon and said that it could be quite useful as there was no atmosphere or atmospheric effects associated with it. He also informed that presently ISRO is exploring various possibilities of operating this scientific observation capability similar to the one in Handley in West Virginia, US, remotely controlled at Bangalore, along with preparing for the launch of GSLV Mark III, which can launch 4-ton satellites. Kiran Kumar interacted with the students and answered their questions regarding reusable launch vehicle and its cost.
In the fast-changing world, innovation is the key, and honoring innovations was the motive at Cii Innovation Awards at the 8th India Innovation Initiative, which was organized recently in the capital. So who were the innovators who bagged the prestigious awards under various categories? Let's find out.
Thanks to the persistent efforts of country's researchers, India is today one of the leading champions of translational research. From new knowledge to innovative products, India is on the path of developing a robust end-to-end innovation system nurturing creativity and honoring the work of outstanding innovators of the country is the Confederation of Indian Industry Innovation Awards. The Cii Innovation Awards for leading innovations were presented at the 8th India Innovation Initiative organized on 19th October at the capital. The awards under various categories were presented to the winners by Shri Y.S. Chaudhary, Minister of State for Science and Technology and Earth Sciences.
It's really great that CII, AICT and DST has provided a platform that innovators like us can move out of the college boundaries and present the ideas over here. So it feels really good. We get an opportunity and get a chance to interact with so many people and the big personalities.
सो हमने एक मशीन बनाई है फॉर मेडिकल. इस मशीन में क्या करते हैं कि जो एंजियोग्राफी एंजियोप्लास्टी है जो कि हम हार्ट डिजीज़ की और ब्रेन डिजीज़ की करते हैं, हृदय रोग और दिमागी बीमारियों के लिए, इस मशीन के बाद उसका जो उपचार की कीमत है वो आधी रह जाती है. तो इसमें रिजल्ट ये रहता है कि अभी तक 8 में से 10 लोग इसलिए मर जाते हैं क्योंकि वो ट्रीटमेंट कॉस्ट जो खर्चा है दवाइयों का वो अफोर्ड नहीं कर पाते. इस मशीन के बाद वो जो ट्रीटमेंट का जो इलाज का खर्चा वो आधा रहने के बाद हम ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों की जान बचा सकेंगे और इंडिया और बाकी गरीब देशों में भी हम ये सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड कर सकते हैं.
The award ceremony also included a special address by Professor Anil Sahasrabuddhe, Chairman, All India Council for Technical Education. The CII Innovation Awards comprise various categories like I3 Platinum, Gold and Silver Awards for Best Innovator, AICTE Awards to Most Promising Student Innovator, Young Indians Award for Best Young Innovator, Startup Board Awards, Indian Angel Network Awards, etc. Each award carries a cash prize, trophy and certificate along with grant support for research.
Parkinson's, a chronic and progressive movement disorder caused by the reduced production of dopamine in the brain. Well, the syndrome is known to afflict millions around the world and seriously hampers the quality of life, in particular of senior citizens. The situation worsens as no cure exists for Parkinson's as of now. But a new ray of hope has dawned as researchers of IIT Bombay have developed a stem cell technology to regenerate neurons in Parkinson's affected brain and reverse the production of dopamine. More details in this report.
Tremors, slowed movements, slurred speech, rigidity. Some of the common symptoms of the neurological disorder known as Parkinson's. Parkinson's is caused due to the gradual death of specific brain cells or neurons which produce dopamine. The decreased level of this chemical messenger affects the activity of central nervous system and in turn movements of the body. While certain medicines and highly specialized treatments are recommended to manage the symptoms, a complete cure has so far evaded researchers. But we seem to be a little closer to the potential cure as a team of Subhadeep Das from the IIT-B Monash Research Academy at Indian Institute of Technology, Bombay, under the guidance of Professor Sameer K. Majhi, have developed a potential stem cell therapy for Parkinson's. The team has been able to successfully regenerate neuron-like cells in the brain of a Parkinson-affected mouse. The study involved implanting special mesenchymal stem cells which has the capacity to differentiate into functional neurons in the brain of a Parkinson mouse model.
We developed a special class of material called amyloid-based material, and we make the hydrogel, and within the hydrogel we put the stem cell which have a capability to regenerate or differentiate to neuron. So that hydrogel along with the stem cell we put inside the brain, of the animal model, Parkinson animal model, and we are able to show that stem cell able to differentiate to neuron kind of cells. So, the major breakthrough is that we able to develop a special class of material. These materials are very robust, very stable, and it's have direction sense. It can actually direct the stem cell to differentiate to neurons.
Further, the stem cells were delivered to the brain, encapsulated in specially designed amyloid hydrogel based on special proteins called amyloids. The amyloid hydrogel is non-toxic and serves to protect the delicate stem cells. The hydrogel is also said to improve the viability of the transplanted cells, limit the cells at the implantation site, and guide the differentiation of stem cells into neurons. According to the researchers, the stem cells implanted in 2 different brain regions of the mouse could survive and develop into functional neurons.
So earlier people have transplanted stem cells and they found that first of all the cells die or the cells migrate to other areas of the brain. So we have been able to solve those 2 problems by transplanting the cells with our unique hydrogel, which enhances the survival of the cell as well as it helps in containment of the cells at the transplanted site. And on the top of that, it also helps in differentiation of those transplanted cells towards neurons, which we want inside the Parkinson's disease brain.
The results of the study has been published in the journal NPG Asia Materials and could be the first significant step towards a cure for Parkinson's.
There were few moments of magic as flocks of migrating mynas crowded the Danish sky and presented an amazing dance feat before landing at the Cii National Park. Well, visitors gathered at the national park to witness this rare migratory phenomenon called as the black sun.
Migration, the well-known regular seasonal movement of birds in search of food and favorable breeding grounds. Migratory flocks of birds are known to create beautiful patterns and dancing forms, a rare but captivating sight in winter skies. Bird enthusiasts had the opportunity to witness one such rare feat recently as flocks of migrating starlings arrived at the Cii National Park in Denmark. The flocks of birds presented an astonishing dance feat before landing on the grounds. These bird activities cloud the sky for a few moments and the phenomenon is called the black sun. Thousands of visitor crowd comes at the Cii National Park annually to witness this event. There are various ecological and physical reasons behind such bird behavior. Migratory birds that cover thousands of miles to newer habitats are under the threat of predators. Such flocking and display behavior are adopted as a protective measure against predators.
Black Sun is the biggest Danish nature event. It is when the starling are going down in the vegetation to sleep and they'll be attacked by the hawk and they make marvelous formations.
Another explanation from the view of physics is the presence of large number of agents in a space which contribute to active matter. This active matter in turn results in flocking behavior in which every particle tries to imitate the other in direction and behavior.
Emergent behavior arising from simple rules followed by individuals. So there is no central coordination. So there is no leader, there is no teacher which is saying go in a circle, go in this direction. No. Individually they organize themselves, they see what is happening around, and this is something we want to understand.
The same is applicable for birds who take cues from each other to navigate and move in various directions. This behavior is also seen in certain fishes, ants and bacteria. Migration of birds has intrigued researchers across the world, and researchers are still in search of many answers that would help them understand this unique behavior.
Well, time to take a very short break here. We'll be back with more science news. Keep watching Science Monitor. Welcome back after the break. You're watching Science Monitor. Let us now have a look at some important science and technology activities happening in India and abroad in our next segment, Science Express.
The Nature Index 2016 Rising Stars report has ranked India at the second position among countries with the highest increase in their contribution to high-quality scientific research. According to the report, Chinese institutions are leading in high-quality research outputs. The institutions from India among the top 100 highest performers across the globe include Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, Indian Institute of Science Education and Research, Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, Indian Institute of Science and Indian Institutes of Technology. Following a short delay due to technical issues, the trio astronaut team is finally off to the International Space Station in Soyuz spacecraft. The team, which is undertaking a 2-day journey to ISS, comprise NASA's Shane Kimbrough and Andrei Boysenko and Sergei Ryzhikov of Roscosmos. The team's mission will last for 4 months, and they will take the place of Roscosmos's Anatoly Ivanishin, NASA's Kate Rubins, and Takuya Onishi of the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency. Archaeologists searching for secret chambers in pyramids under the Operation Scan Pyramids project in Egypt's Great Pyramid of Giza have discovered 2 hidden cavities in the 4,500-year-old pyramid built under King Khufu. While one chamber has been found hidden behind the north face, the other was discovered on the pyramid's northeast flank. Researchers are using radiography and various 3D reconstruction for their study. In a rare medical feat, a New York-based fertility specialist claims to have successfully carried out a technique called spindle nuclear transfer, or 3-parent in vitro fertilization, resulting in a baby boy. The announcement was made by John Zhang, medical director of New Hope Fertility Center in New York, who spearheaded the project. According to sources, the procedure is designed to help families with mitochondrial diseases, which are passed on from mothers.
There is a festive cheer in the air as Diwali season nears. Now, Diwali celebrates one crucial component that made life possible on Earth: light. Now, light has been a necessity of life since the dawn of mankind till now, and this need has given rise to the field of photonics. From lighting and energy to electronics and communication, today photonics influence all aspects of human life and progress. So what exactly is photonics, and how does the discipline impact our lives? Well, this will be the topic of our discussion in our next segment, In Focus.
Light, the most crucial component besides water and oxygen that has made life possible on Earth. From photosynthesis to vision and general well-being, light is vital for almost all aspects of health and life. Today, light is no longer a mysterious substance as ancient humans considered it to be, and modern science offers explanations to most of the light-related phenomenon. Physicists have deciphered that light consists of elementary particles called photons, and corresponding to photons, the discipline of photonics has evolved. As the name suggests, photonics is the science of light or photons and deals with various aspects of light such as its generation, detection, manipulation, transmission, modulation, signal processing, switching, amplification, etc. Photonics technologies include LED lighting, photovoltaic solar energy, photonics integrated circuits, optical components, lasers, sensors, imaging, displays, projectors, optic fiber, and many more. In the long and glorious history of achievements in the area of photonics, October 21st, 1983 holds a very special place. It was on this day that the General Conference of Weights and Measures adopted the value of 2,99,792.458 km per second as the speed of light. In order to mark this historical occasion, EPIC, a not-for-profit photonics industry association composed of 250 members across 28 countries, organizes the Day of Photons on 21st October biennially. And indeed, photonics permeate almost all major aspects of our lives today. Let us see a few examples. Of course, the first in this series would be lighting applications, energy and displays. Photonics is everywhere in the form of lighting technologies we use. The large LCDs we watch and the solar panels which generate energy, just to mention a few. IT and telecommunications, or in simpler terms, broadband internet based on optical fibers, CDs, DVDs and Blu-ray discs are but the outcome of expansion of photonics. Today, we use remote controls to operate our televisions and air conditioners. Defense sectors such as surveillance and warning, navigation, search and rescue, mine detection, etc. and space technologies largely make use of high-power lasers. Industrial manufacturing is largely based on the use of lasers for various processes, welding, drilling, cutting, etc. Similarly, the discipline of photonics is closely integrated with healthcare technology. Light is used as a diagnostic and treatment tool and also to detect and test biological samples. Celebrating these achievements of the field of photonics is the Day of Photonics that was celebrated on 21st October.
विज्ञान प्रसार डे ऑफ फोटोनिक्स में फोटोनिक्स को लेके पॉपुलर लेवल पे अलग अलग जगहों पे लेक्चर कर रहा है, क्विज कंपटीशन और मूवी शो का आयोजन कर रहा है। ये जो लेक्चर है ये स्कूल स्टूडेंट्स, कॉलेज स्टूडेंट्स सभी के लिए है जो पॉपुलर लेवल पर बच्चों में फोटोनिक्स और लाइट को लेके उनकी पहचान बनाने के लिए है कि लाइट और फोटोनिक्स को किस तरह से वो समझ सकें।
On this occasion, over 100 activities were organized in more than 30 countries around the world, demonstrating the impact of photonics on our day-to-day life. Indeed, the world is realizing that understanding the science of light is essential for the betterment of lives, both in developed as well as developing countries. And as we celebrate yet another year of Festival of Lights, Diwali, let us pledge and hope that with advancements in photonics, the day won't be far when light will permeate every household in every corner of the world.
Well, that is all for this episode of Science Monitor. Do tell us how do you like our program. You can send your feedback and suggestions. Our email ID is news@vigyanprasar.gov.in. You can also write into us at Vigyan Prasar C24 Qutub Institutional Area, New Delhi 110016. Well, that is all for this episode, but we'll be back with fresh news stories in science and technology again next week in the next episode. Till then, keep watching Rajya Sabha TV. Bye-bye.